Entertainment Extreme against the challenger Kid Kash. We take a look at the X Factor. It is going to be the youth of Siaki versus the experience of Kid Kash. You see the factions. Sports Entertainment Extreme in the NWA. What a factor this is going to be. Desire and Trinity in the corners. Siacalypse now and the Hurricane Rana. The finishing moves that they've made famous. Huge X Division matchup. And here are the contestants as you see. Kid Kash make his way to the ring accompanied by Trinity. What a great pairing this has been the past couple of weeks.
Well, I've always said it. I believe that once Trinity joined Kash, that's when we saw his star start to rise, and it's risen all the way to the championship against Sonny Siaki.
Kid Kash in the role of the challenger. He is the #1 contender, and here is the champion. The championship belt that is in the camp of Sports Entertainment Extreme. The power and the control that Vince Russo looks for to dominate the NWA TNA organization goes right along with the championship belt. He has the X Division title. He certainly wants to regain the tag team belts, and you know he would like nothing more than getting the NWA World Championship with Sports Entertainment Extreme. Let's go to Jeremy Borash, ladies and gentlemen, for the ring introductions of this title bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance in cooperation with Total Nonstop Action Entertainment. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA official, Mr. Rudy Charles. And now, from the TNA Asylum in Music City, USA, it's time for your TNA X Division Championship bout of the evening. First of all, introducing the challenger. He's being accompanied to the ring by Trinity. From Johnson City, Tennessee, he weighs in at 210 pounds. He is the #1 contender for the X Division Championship of the world. This is the challenger, Kid Kash. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing. First of all, being accompanied to the ring by Desire. From the Isle of Samoa, he weighs in at 248 pounds. He is the current reigning and defending X Division champion of the world. This is Sonny Siaki.
Mike, it's time to get this one on. This one has been in the makings for the last month, not just between Kash and Siaki, but between Trinity and Desire, and it's all on the line right now, the X Division title.
Such an important matchup, ladies and gentlemen, for the future of the NWA TNA promotion. We talk about that power that goes with the championship belts. Vince Russo wants to maintain that power. The NWA organization would like nothing better than to see Kid Kash get that title, bring it back to the National Wrestling Alliance, along with the gold that Jeff Jarrett has, the NWA World Championship belt, and we need to talk about that as the night progresses as well. But J.J. Dillon has now made it official. 1 week from tonight, Jeff Jarrett, AJ Styles, the long-awaited match for the NWA World Heavyweight title. Don will talk about that later in the evening, but what a big announcement that was.
Oh, man, beautiful right there by Siaki, and right back by Kid Kash.
Yeah, both men trading the deep arm drags, and Siaki on the defensive throws up the hands and says, whoa, hold on, I think we've got a tiger here in Kid Kash.
I'll tell you something, I was talking to Kid Kash, and I said, do you think Siaki's going to try to ground you? Obviously, you know, Kid Kash is the man of a million moves. And Kash looked me right in the eye and said, Don, he can't ground me. I can't be grounded out there. I'll find a way. And he said he's going to be doing things that maybe Siaki's never even seen. I'll tell you something, it's going to be exciting, but if anybody can do it, it is Sonny Siaki, because this guy is a physical specimen, Mike.
During the X Factor, when we detailed the attributes of these two individuals, we talked about the Hurricane Rana factor and the different variations that Kid Kash has, but you're not going to be able to unleash many Hurricane Ranas if you're on the receiving end of a vicious clothesline like that one. laid in there with authority by Sonny Siaki, who goes to the press slam. Brings him up. Oh, my.
Impressive. That was unbelievable, Mike.
Press slam into a fall-away slam and a quick cover, the lateral press, and a 2 count.
I'll tell you something. I really feel that Sonny Siaki is starting to think he's not getting the respect he deserves. I mean, last week he beat the Amazing Red, and I think the whole world thought Amazing Red was going to be ready, prepared, and win that.
Now talk about preparation. That's exactly what Sonny Siaki was for that move by Kid Kash. Obviously, Siaki has been doing his scouting work, able to avoid the on-rushing Kid Kash, who goes out to the arena floor, and then Siaki right out to the floor, follows up with a big right hand, and going to try and send him off. Now reversed. Kid Kash put him right into the steel steps. Kash has got a chair.
Oh, he misses.
Siaki able to avoid the chair. Looks like Trinity's grabbed another chair.
Oh, got it that time.
Didn't avoid that one.
He calls that the smash mouth.
That's exactly what he calls it, and that's exactly what it did as we see. Look out!
Oh! We knew this was going to be a factor in this match. There is a hatred between Desire and Trinity.
Right, no way that they couldn't be involved.
That's right.
And well, back in the ring, hook of the leg and a 2 count for Kid Kash, but Desire just sent Trinity back first, right into the steel guardrail here.
Can you blame her, though? I mean, if Trinity's going to be grabbing chairs and throwing the Kash, she's got to do something. You know, it's almost like they're like you said, they're an X factor, and they have to both be out here to X each other out.
Now Desire tries to get involved, but Trinity quickly on the chase before Siaki has her put on the brakes. Look at Kid Kash out to the floor.
Oh, wait a minute, is it Desire?
It is. Desire has got Kash, able to flip her over. Look out, he's got a chair.
Oh, turnabout is fair play, Mike.
Little smash mouth from Sonny Siaki.
Just leveled him. And again, this match has gotten out of control. It seems like when these four get in the ring, anything goes.
Camera close up there on Trinity, and I understand that she plays quite an interesting role upcoming in the Daredevil movie.
Absolutely.
That is being released, I think it's this Friday. What's the story?
She's one of the stunt doubles for Jennifer Garner in the movie Daredevil that's out this weekend. And I understand she's been a stunt double in numerous pictures. Not to mention,
look at this,
motocross racing and extreme sports. She does it all.
I guess Siaki was watching the Sandman earlier, uses the beer on Kid Kash, rolls him into the ring, and gets a 2 count.
Crowd trying to get behind Kid Kash right here. But I'll tell you something. Siaki has done just what he's wanted, because we haven't seen Kid Kash get airborne yet.
Yeah, it may not have been his pre-match strategy to ground him, although that would make sense. But he certainly has. Well, at least to this point where Kid Kash says he's going to fly. Well, he was going to fly. Talk about being grounded.
I'll tell you what, Desire is impressive today. I mean, she literally timed that perfectly and leveled Kash and set him up there for her man, Sonny Siaki, and he is just smashing him against the rail, Mike.
Face first goes Kid Kash into the steel. Siaki rolls back into the ring while Desire's going to roll Kid Kash in. Could be an easy win here. If Siaki goes for the cover, he does.
Kash got his foot on the rope.
Great ring awareness that time by Kid Kash, knowing where he's at all times, knowing that he was stationed close to the ropes and able to get the break.
Whoa.
Sunset flip attempt, roll through, 2.
No.
Siaki able to avoid the pin. Kash goes right back to it. Another pin attempt. Didn't have great weight positioning that time, and that allowed Siaki to reverse it, go for a pinfall of his own.
Oh, man.
Missed the clothesline, and he just got T-boned by Sonny Siaki.
I'll tell you what, this is as physical as I've ever seen Sonny Siaki. He is just literally out
cover,
to prove
2, no.
that he is the X Division champ for a long time to come. I mean, he is literally.
You can only anticipate the kind of pep talk that Vince Russo gave Sonny Siaki before this match to keep that NWA X Division championship belt. Flying off the ropes. Dropped him, spiked him with the DDT. The pin.
1, 2.
Wow, Desire in to break it up right in 2, and here comes Trinity.
All right. Poor referee Rudy Charles has no clue what's going on right now.
Turn him loose with the cat fight right in the middle of this X Division match.
Oh, man, it's Trinity.
Sort of the history of this rivalry, they'll play right out in front of us again with all of them getting involved. Kid Kash quickly to the top, cut off by Desire, and now Trinity turns her attention to Desire, snaps it. Oh! Siaki just clotheslined her over the top. I guess that's what you get when you're in the ring.
Hey, I'll tell you what, these four have made it very plain. There is nothing gender specific about this match. Everybody's fair play, Mike.
Nope, Kid Kash hooking that top rope to block the suplex attempt. Then fighting it off with right hands.
Wait, what?
Springs to the top. Oh! Springs to the top.
Dude,
Got him!
The winner of the match and new X Division champion of the world, Kid Kash.
He did it.
He did it at a costly price, Mike. I don't know if you saw it, but what guts for him to be able to recover and hold on to that. Mike, he landed square on his head and still had the presence of mind to finish off Siaki.
And he is rewarded by winning the NWA X Division Championship belt. And there you see it. Kid Kash and Trinity with the mid-ring pose. He's the new champ.
The new X Division champ. Unbelievable. Siaki and Desire have got to be in shock.
Wow, what a win for Kid Kash, along with Trinity, and what a win for the NWA. Think about what this means now in the overall picture. When it comes to that power and control, Vince Russo just lost the championship belt that he had.
Mike, he's got to be fuming right now.